The Daily Laws is a transformative guide that offers 366 actionable insights on power, influence, self-mastery, and purpose, helping readers navigate life's complexities with clarity and intention. You're about to learn the entire thing in just a few minutes. Let's have a productive life. January, your life's task, planting the seeds for mastery. Let's start with January, which emphasizes the importance of discovering and honing your life's task. This is your unique purpose, the thing that you are most suited to accomplish in life. Robert Greene encourages us to break free from societal expectations and focus on aligning our work with our innate strengths and passions. One powerful quote from this chapter states, "There is nothing more important than finding your unique purpose in life." Think of your life's task as a structure you're building, brick by brick, with steady progress over time. The chapter urges us to reflect deeply on what drives us. When you consider moments in your life where you felt most fulfilled, you might notice recurring themes. These themes often point to your life's task. Greene likens this journey to being a builder. Each skill developed and each lesson learned becomes part of the foundation for mastery. This focus not only fuels our progress, but keeps us aligned with our true purpose. To bring this idea into practice, reflect on those moments when you felt completely absorbed in something meaningful. Write down a personal vision statement that encapsulates your long-term purpose. Then identify one key skill or strength you can nurture daily. Even 30 minutes of consistent focus can lay the groundwork for meaningful mastery. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. February, the Ideal Apprenticeship, Transforming Yourself. February shifts focus to the transformative power of apprenticeship. This phase of life is crucial for developing skills and absorbing knowledge from experienced mentors. Success here depends on humility, patience, and a willingness to embrace challenges. Greene reminds us, the apprentice must master the ability to endure criticism without losing heart. This underscores the need to see criticism as an opportunity rather than a setback. This chapter encourages us to view mistakes as essential learning tools. Often we fear failure, but Greene reframes it as a stepping stone toward growth. Observing and learning from mentors or others who excel in your field is a cornerstone of this phase. The apprenticeship period is about laying a strong foundation by focusing on discipline and observation. To maximize your apprenticeship experience, seek mentors or environments where you can learn and refine your craft. Keep a journal to document your daily lessons and mistakes. This practice will help you reflect on progress and identify areas needing improvement. Finally, set small, achievable milestones to build patience and maintain focus on the process rather than the outcome. March, the Master at Work, activating skills and attaining mastery. Greene explains that mastery is not about natural talent, but relentless practice and innovation. He states, true masters go beyond the basics to push the boundaries of what is possible. This is a reminder that mastery is within reach for anyone willing to commit their time and effort. This chapter explores deliberate practice as the foundation of mastery. By focusing intently on improving specific skills, you can gradually elevate your expertise. Additionally, Greene emphasizes the courage to innovate, to challenge conventions and experiment with fresh approaches. It's this blend of practice and creativity that allows individuals to truly stand out in their fields. To put this into action, carve out at least 30 minutes each day to work on a skill you wish to master. Look for areas in your work or field where you can introduce innovation or fresh ideas. Regularly evaluate your progress, perhaps monthly, to ensure you're continuously improving and staying aligned with your larger goals. April, the Perfect Courtier, playing the game of power. Power is an inevitable part of life. Whether at work, in social circles, or even within families, power dynamics shape the way we interact and influence others. The chapter, The Perfect Courtier, emphasizes the importance of mastering these dynamics to achieve success. As Robert Greene explains, to play the game of power, you must be subtle, charming, and strategic. This is not about brute force or overt authority, but about finesse, emotional intelligence, and strategic thinking. The Perfect Courtier understands the balance between cooperation and personal ambition. Historical examples highlight courtiers who thrived in environments where charm, discretion, and strategy were essential. They knew how to appear cooperative while subtly advancing their goals. Greene also stresses that appearances often matter more than reality when it comes to influence, stating, "Power is a game of appearances. What you seem to be often matters more than what you are." To apply this, start by observing the social dynamics around you. Who holds influence and why? Practice tact and discretion when sharing your opinions, ensuring you build alliances rather than create unnecessary friction. Finally, train yourself to think several steps ahead in conversations or negotiations, anticipating how your words and actions might shape outcomes. This strategic foresight, paired with emotional intelligence, is the hallmark of a true courtier. The supposed non-players of power, recognizing toxic types and disguised power strategies. Not everyone who claims to avoid power is truly uninvolved. In May's chapter, Greene reveals that those who profess to shun power often use subtle and covert strategies to manipulate outcomes. These individuals can destabilize personal and professional environments, making it critical to recognize and neutralize their influence. Greene warns, those who profess to disdain power are often the most dangerous, for they disguise their intentions. Toxic individuals thrive on eliciting emotional reactions from others. They provoke, manipulate, or confuse to gain leverage. But as Greene points out, toxic individuals thrive on your emotional reactions, maintain control, and they lose their leverage. This insight underlines the importance of emotional detachment when dealing with such people. To protect yourself, identify patterns of behavior that reveal hidden agendas. For example, is there someone who frequently undermines others while appearing helpful? Once identified, set firm boundaries to limit their influence in your life. Finally, in confrontations, stay calm and collected. This denies them the emotional reaction they seek to exploit. Mastering this awareness ensures that manipulative individuals don't disrupt your integrity or well-being. June, the divine craft, mastering the arts of indirection and manipulation. Greene describes indirection as the ability to guide outcomes without provoking resistance. This requires subtlety, patience, and strategic thinking. As he writes, the best strategies are those that do not announce themselves. When used ethically, manipulation can align interests and foster collaboration, creating outcomes that benefit all parties involved. This approach is particularly effective in avoiding unnecessary conflict. Instead of pushing directly for what you want, consider framing your ideas or requests in ways that appeal to mutual benefits. For example, when proposing a new idea at work, focus on how it aligns with your team's goals rather than solely emphasizing your personal interest. Greene reminds us, by cloaking your intentions, you make your moves irresistible and difficult to counter. To bring this practice into your daily life, observe situations where direct confrontation could be replaced with an indirect strategic approach. Cultivate the patience to execute your plans at the right moment, ensuring that your efforts yield maximum impact. By mastering indirection, you position yourself as a calm, strategic leader who achieves goals efficiently and without unnecessary resistance. July, the seductive character. Penetrating hearts and minds. Seduction, as Robert Greene explains, is not just about romance. It's about creating an irresistible allure that captivates people emotionally and intellectually. A seductive character exudes confidence, mystery, and charm, naturally drawing others toward them. Greene puts it beautifully. Seduction is the art of persuasion at its most refined. This chapter teaches us how to harness that refined art to influence and persuade. The seductive character operates by understanding what others desire and using that knowledge to build meaningful connections. Confidence plays a key role here, as does a sense of mystery. Greene reminds us, the seductive character creates an emotional pull that logic alone cannot resist. This means that emotional engagement often overrides rational arguments, making charm and subtlety powerful tools for influence. To cultivate these traits, begin by developing your listening skills. Pay close attention to what motivates those around you. It might be recognition, trust, or even curiosity. Build your confidence by taking decisive actions and owning your decisions, which naturally project strength. Finally, embrace a sense of mystery. Share selectively and leave space for others to be intrigued by your depth. These steps will make your presence magnetic and your influence more enduring. August, the Master Persuader, softening people's resistance. Persuasion is another form of influence, but where seduction appeals to emotions, persuasion appeals to values and desires. As Greene notes, to persuade is to win without force. It is the art of turning resistance into agreement. This chapter emphasizes that effective persuasion involves building trust and aligning your ideas with others' self-interest. The key to persuasion lies in understanding what drives the people you're trying to influence. Greene explains that people are naturally drawn to what they believe serves their interests. Align your message accordingly. By framing your ideas in ways that resonate with their values, you create a sense of alignment that naturally lowers resistance. To implement this, start by studying the motivations and values of your audience. For example, if you're pitching an idea to a colleague, think about how it could make their job easier or align with their goals. Use stories or examples to make your argument more relatable and emotionally compelling. And most importantly, build trust. Show genuine interest in their concerns and make it clear that you're working toward mutual benefit. This approach turns persuasion into a collaborative rather than confrontational process. September, the Grand Strategist, rising out of tactical hell. September invites us to rise above short-term tactics and embrace long-term strategy. Greene highlights the trap of tactical hell, where people become stuck in reactive short-term thinking. A true strategist, he explains, plans for the future, while others are mired in the present. This shift in perspective is essential for creating enduring success. Strategic thinking requires patience, foresight, and the ability to see the broader context of any situation. Greene notes, tactical hell is the endless cycle of reacting to events instead of shaping them. By focusing on long-term goals and maintaining clarity amid chaos, you can break free from this reactive cycle and take control of your trajectory. To practice this, revisit your long-term goals regularly and ensure that your daily actions align with them. Take time to analyze patterns in your work or life to identify areas where strategic adjustments are needed. Before reacting to challenges, pause and reflect on how your response fits into your broader objectives. These habits will help you think like a strategist and approach life with a sense of purpose and control. October, the emotional self. Coming to terms with our dark side. Mastering your emotions is critical to maintaining control and making rational decisions. October's chapter emphasizes that emotions are not our enemies. Rather, they are a source of power when understood and harnessed. As Greene explains, your emotions are not your enemy. They are a source of power when understood and controlled. Yet ignoring or repressing the darker aspects of our personality can lead to emotional instability and destructive behavior. Greene reminds us, to master yourself, you must first confront the darkness within you. This chapter highlights the importance of emotional intelligence and self-awareness in personal growth. Instead of suppressing darker impulses, we must acknowledge and manage them constructively. Greene suggests using emotional understanding as a tool to maintain balance and equilibrium even in challenging situations. To apply these ideas, start by practicing mindfulness to observe your emotional triggers without reacting impulsively. Reflect on past experiences where unchecked emotions led to negative outcomes and identify patterns to avoid. Techniques like journaling or meditation can also help you process and channel intense emotions constructively, turning them into sources of insight and growth. November, the rational human, realizing your higher self. November's chapter focuses on rationality as a cornerstone of personal and professional success. Rational thinking allows us to rise above emotional impulses and see situations with clarity and objectivity. Greene describes rationality as the master key to understanding the world and mastering yourself. Importantly, the rational mind is not devoid of emotion. It is guided by emotions that align with reason. As Greene states, the rational mind is not free from emotion. It is guided by emotions that align with reason. This chapter teaches us that cultivating a rational mindset involves ongoing self-reflection and an openness to diverse perspectives. Balancing reason and emotion helps us navigate life effectively, overcome biases, and make decisions that align with our higher goals. By grounding ourselves in rationality, we can approach challenges with greater clarity and purpose. To bring these principles into practice, engage in regular self-reflection to identify and challenge biases in your thinking. Seek out diverse perspectives, whether through conversations, books, or other media, to deepen your understanding of complex issues. Finally, make decision-making deliberate. Weigh the pros and cons of your choices before committing to ensure they align with your long-term goals. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. December, the Cosmic Sublime. Expanding the mind to its furthest reaches. December takes us beyond the personal to explore the cosmic sublime, a perspective that fosters humility and interconnectedness. Greene urges us to expand our vision, saying, "To connect with the cosmic sublime is to free yourself from the confines of the immediate and the trivial." When we see ourselves as part of a larger whole, our ambitions take on greater meaning and depth. Greene writes, "When you see yourself as part of a larger whole, your ambitions take on greater meaning and depth." This chapter invites us to transcend individual concerns and embrace the vastness of existence. By aligning with the greater cosmos, we can find awe, inspiration, and a sense of purpose. Understanding our place in the broader scheme of life encourages both humility and wonder, helping us see how our actions contribute to a greater whole. To internalize this perspective, spend time in nature or under the night sky to reflect on the immensity of the universe and your place within it. Incorporate practices of gratitude and awe into your daily life to cultivate humility and appreciation for the world around you. Lastly, consider how your actions align with a broader purpose, ensuring that your goals serve not only yourself, but the greater good. The Daily Laws is more than a collection of strategies. It is a blueprint for becoming your most effective and fulfilled self. By applying the wisdom shared across its chapters, readers can master their emotions, refine their thinking, and align their actions with greater purpose. This journey encourages not only personal growth, but also a deeper connection to the people and world around us. Ultimately, the book empowers us to lead lives of impact, integrity, and inspiration.